What's up everyone, this is Dax McClellan, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to make more money with your tattooing, okay? Because I feel like most of you artists don't get paid what you deserve through your hard-earned talents. And a lot of us compete with our pricing and discounts to get business. And that is the wrong way to build long-term clientele, okay? And the reason why is because what you attract somebody with in the first place is what they usually stay as. So if you attract somebody at a discounted rate, 5 years later when you decide you want to be paid more, you want to raise your hourly rate, or you want to charge more, if you try to raise it on them or you don't give them a discount and you stop giving them discounts, chances are they're going to go to another artist that does give them discounts. So it's really important to understand and be aware of how you're attracting these clients. But I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to create more money with your tattooing and get awesome clients. Number 1, give more free tattoos out and give them out to influencers. And what I mean by influencers are people that know a ton of people, okay? I'm not talking about people that hang out in their basement and play video games all day. I'm talking, unless they know millions of people that do that. Okay, I'm talking about people that are social, that get out there, they're everywhere. Or girls that have tons of Facebook fans. Those are the people that you want to give and you want to invest in giving a free tattoo to. And you're going to make a clear intentions that I'm giving you this because you know a lot of people and I want you to bring me some of those people, okay? That's okay to do as long as you create clear intentions on why you're doing it, okay? And that person is just another walking billboard. So every time you give a free tattoo out, now you have a walking billboard out for the rest of your life, okay? Do you want to know how much businesses pay for a billboard on the side of a freeway? It's thousands of dollars per month, okay? Per month. And all you gotta do is give a free tattoo out. So we're really, really blessed to be able to have that to advertise our business. So give more free tattoos out and give them to influencers, okay? Second tip. This is something that most tattoo artists don't do, okay? Make follow-up calls to your clients, okay? A lot of people don't do it. They think that it's not worth it. Here's an interesting fact. Okay, in all sales, whether you're a sleazy car salesman or you're a tattoo artist or you're just a business owner, most people need about 7 points of contact, 7 to 12 points of contact before they end up buying. And that's actually 80% on statistics level. 80% of your clientele that you could have comes from the 7th to 12th point of contact. So if you contact one person and then you decide never to hit them back up, or they contact you and you never contact them back more than once, you're losing out on 80% of your clientele, which could be extremely huge for you, okay? So make follow-up calls, follow-up texts, contact them back on Facebook. It shows that you care about the relationship of the client. Okay, it separates you because most tattoo artists don't do this. And any way you can separate yourself from the next tattoo artist is good. That makes you stand out. And it separates you because you're actually asking if they want more, and most people don't do that. Sometimes people just need to be nudged into their tattoo. You know, we're dealing with pain. So on one side of their brain, they're like, fuck, I don't want to feel this pain. On the other side, they're like, I want this tattoo. So when their tattoo artist says, hey, just checking up on you, I feel like it's time to get you back in for your next session, you're going to have a bigger conversion rate and turnaround rate, and you're going to get more clients and you're going to make more money. And another thing with this is, even if you contact them 7 to 12 times and they're just like, look, I don't need one right now, it's okay to ask them for referrals. It's okay to say, all right, well, do you know anybody that does? Okay, that's totally fine. And I'm sure if you did a damn good job on their tattoo, they're gonna give you referrals all the time. And even if they don't want the tattoo, they will still probably give you some referrals just because they know you're really hungry and you're out there trying to make a living with what you love to do. Okay, so third tip. This is crazy, but it's the easiest one to make more money. Just raise your fucking prices, okay? Now, I gotta say something with caution. Don't raise them to old clients, because remember, what you attracted them from is what they have to stay as. So if you attracted them at a certain hourly rate or certain pricing, that's basically where they are at for life, unless you want to risk losing them. And if you want your clients to be loyal to you, you have to be loyal to them. So you want to raise your prices, but raise them for new clients, okay? And one thing I want to explain to people, and I tell this to all the artists that I coach and the artists in my shop, is it's never about the money, okay? Anytime somebody says I can't afford it or whatever, it's never about the money. It's about value. So if somebody says you charge too much, that basically means that, number one, either they don't see the value in what you're doing, or you haven't explained the value good enough. Okay, a lot of tattoo artists don't really know how to sell themselves. They just say, look, here's my portfolio. That's shit, okay? That used to work back in the day, but now it's about personality. It's about, the cleanliness of the shop. It's about your passion, the environment, the situation they're putting yourself in. There's so many different factors. And so it's really important to know how to explain your value to a potential client. Another thing I can say is when you raise your prices, if you have a higher price, you're perceived a higher value instantly, okay? The person who charges $100, $150 an hour, they're perceived as the better person rather than the $50 an hour. Now, not to everybody, but it's all about, there's certain clients that you don't want. And low value, low price clients always end up being more of a headache in my experience. They're the ones that cancel, the ones that don't value you, the ones that they're just, if you attract them by a cheap price, they're gonna be a cheap client. Cheap and cheap, they're congruent, okay? When you charge good and you get a quality client, the whole experience is a quality experience usually. And another thing I want to put into this on this third tip on raising the prices, and this is an eye-opener, okay? Do you know who Bob Tyrrell is? Okay? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. If you don't, go Google him. He's a fucking badass. Okay? Do you know who Kat Von D is? Probably. If you don't, go Google her. Okay, so check this out. Who do you think is better at tattooing portraits? They're both really talented, but I feel like one of them has a little more artistic side to them. And in my opinion, they're both awesome, both awesome artists. I love them both, but in my opinion, I feel like Bob Tyrrell is a little more specialized in portraits than Kat Von D. They both do good portraits, like I said, but I feel like Bob Tyrrell is a little more advanced with his portrait game. Now, here's an eye-opener, okay? Bob Tyrrell, I think right now he's charging about $150 an hour, okay? Sometimes a little bit lower. Kat Von D charges about $400 to $500 an hour. That should be a wake-up call. That means that there is no standard in pricing, and you should not base your pricing on another artist. Never compare yourself to another artist, especially with pricing. Every artist is different, and really you make your own pricing based on your value that you give. So rather than lowering your prices, raise your prices and look at ways you can give more value into your experience. Maybe aftercare or touch-up session or whatever way you can give more value to the customer. Do that, don't raise your prices. Okay, so to recap, there's 3 tips. Give more free tattoos to influencers. Make follow-up calls to your clients. Remember, 7 to 12 times. And number 3, just raise your fucking prices and give more value. Okay, so if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a button below. Make sure you go to tattooingportraits.com, enter into my newsletter, and you'll get exclusive updates through the email. And yeah, if you like this video, comment below some of your nightmare stories with your clients that you've had, from haggling prices to canceling appointments, and how you can improve next time. Okay, I'm interested to hear them all. Anyway, once again, this is Dax McClellan. I'm done.